Hello, Miss Rowe. This is Hannah Cordero here with my 11-year-old daughter, Raina. Okay, so here is the voice portion that I did not submit, I guess, with my PowerPoint. I got them all mixed up, but here it is, and hopefully you'll accept it still. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I submitted my paper. But anyways, here is Raina. She's 11 now. She's 3 years post-op. A double, tibial, fibula rotational osteotomy or derotational osteotomy. And here, as you can see, is where the incisions were made. They did incisions right here. That one looks pretty good. They had keloided. This is the leg, her right leg, that we had all the issues with that I've talked to you about. This was scarring from rubbing on the cast. And then here's the other one. It's where they went through. So anyways, so like I had said, when she was about 5 years old, we noticed her legs were always pointed outwards when she walked. She was very accident prone, always falling down. And we didn't think much of it, you know. She didn't complain. She didn't make any complaints. Well, by the time she was 9, it became more frequent, complaining that her hips, it was mainly her hips. She said that her hips would hurt, her ankles would hurt. And so, to the doc, me being the mommy I am, to the doctors we go. So they send us to Dr. Hollenbach, awesome doctor. He is a pediatric orthopedic surgeon here in Wichita, Kansas. I mean, just by physical examination, you could tell by the way that her feet were, you know, that it was apparent that she had external tibial torsion. But they went ahead and they did x-rays just to see the degree. Her left, this one was turned out a lot more than her right. So that's why we decided to go ahead and do that one first. We had no issues with her left leg at all. No issues. You know, about a week she spent home, you know, while we did pain control. And then, you know, she was sent home on an open cast wheelchair. After a week after the swelling went down, they put on another cast. She spent about a month in that, and then they put her in a walking cast. Another month in that, and then she spent probably about 2-3 weeks in a can boot because she didn't feel comfortable with walking normally. But you know, I think it was more fear of anything, so they just did that to help her out. And so that was that. So that was January of what? So it was 3 years ago. So it was like 2016, right? Yeah, 2016. And then, no, 2017. Was mommy pregnant then?
When I got my cast?
Yeah.
No, so it's 3 years ago. So.
Yeah, I was pregnant because I remember chasing your brother down the hallway. Yeah, I was pregnant with my 2-year-old. Okay, so yeah, it was 2017. It was January 2017 when she had her first surgery. So yeah, she's going on 3 years. And then her second surgery was in April of 2017. That one did not go so smoothly. I mean, both her surgeries they do early, where they're at like 5:30, 4:30, 5:30 in the morning for you know, getting her prepped. You know, she stays all day overnight, and the next morning they discharge her. They had put in a nerve block during surgery. So by the time we get home the next day, like, that nerve block's worn off. They only said it's only good for about 24 hours. So by that, in anesthesia, the nerve block's worn off. And anyway, let me sit next to you. I feel over. Here. Okay. Hi. So anyways, the anesthesia and everything had been worn off by then. And I mean, she's a tough kid. She's like me. And so, and she really does not complain a lot unless she's in like a lot of pain. And so I knew I was just examining her and everything, and her toes, let me see, her toes, these ones, they don't even look, let me see her other foot.
This one's like that.
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, they just didn't look right. They were swollen, they were discolored.
This one feels numb.
You still have numbness in it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can't feel nothing.
You can't feel nothing?
No, on this one. It's been like months and days.
Well, you can still tell she still has like swelling in her toes. They just don't really look like her other toes.
This one, it's this one. You see, it's like this one's curved. This one's flat. Curved flat.
Yeah. Well, I noticed like after we did the whole process that we did with the first foot, she's still like, I mean, it's summertime. We wear flip-flops. And I mean, this poor kid could not even grip a flip-flop with her toes. She had no strength in her toes. They were still swollen. She still had swelling in her ankles. So I took her back to the doctor because everything had to have referrals. So they refer her to Dr. Shaw here in Wichita. He did, like, you know, he made her do all these stuff, poking her with a little needle thing, and she didn't like none of that. But yeah, made her, you know, try to see her strength in her legs and stuff, the comparison. And then he sent her for an ultrasound to check the blood flow in her legs, and he diagnosed her with mononeuropathy, that she has tibial nerve damage. And it all makes sense. I mean, she had compression on that nerve from the cast and the swelling and everything, so it all makes sense. I mean, we did 6 months of physical therapy. What do we go twice a week? Yeah, I think we did like twice a week. For 6 months to gain back all that strength in her leg and her foot. I mean, she's came a long way. I mean, she still suffers from nerve pain. I mean, I had to take her out of school because of it. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, but she's came a long ways. I mean, I feel like we made the right decision in doing this. I mean, she was able to successfully, you know, play volleyball since then, and she's able to run after her toddler brother without falling down, and you know, and she still, once we get her, you know, back to par again, she wants to do volleyball next year. Because they won't do 6th grade, I guess. But yeah, I mean, she wants to play volleyball, and I'm glad we made this decision. I mean, I don't believe everything is going to be perfect. I mean, there's always the risk during surgeries. I mean, I know that. I've been through a lot myself, and I even had my own complications due to it. But I think we made the right decision. Do you think we made the right decision having your surgery? I mean, do you think you'd be able to play volleyball and stuff if you didn't? You fall down a lot.
I can't feel my feet.
I can't feel mine either. It's okay. No, but she's a trooper. She went through a lot for being as little as she was. But I mean, hopefully you liked my paper, my PowerPoint, my daughter. But all right, well, thank you, Ms. Rowe, for everything this semester. All right, I'm gonna send this in now. Thank you.